time you have to use design table, okay, to reduce the number of inputs of your multiplexer. You have to find out the Boolean equation of or the mean terms of your inputs. At that time you should use design table, okay. So here just one announcement. There is one Coursera course available, that is Digital Systems from Logic Design to the Processors. Okay, just search for this course, that is Digital Systems from Logic Gates to the Processor. Search for this and enroll today only. Okay, because September end is the last date for enrollment of any Coursera course. This is your, it will be considered as your final submission. Okay, in this means I'm going to take 3 innovative methods for LDCO subject. This is one of the innovative method. Okay, for the final submission it will be considered. Means the certificate of the completion of this course is considered as a final submission. So you have to just register or enroll for this course today only, or you can register till end of the September. Okay. After this, in the previous lecture, we have seen how to design any Boolean function using multiplexer. Okay, so here, if the truth table is given and you have to design this Boolean equation or implement the Boolean equation using multiplexer, then how will you design it? Here, this truth table is given. This truth table is having 3 number of inputs and single one output. This output shows 0 and 1. Okay, means what? If 0 is there, if y is equal to 0, then we are yes. What should I repeat? Yes. Name of the course. Name of the Coursera course is Digital Systems from Logic Design to the Processors. Just search on Coursera course. Name of the course is Digital Systems from Logic Design to Processor. Write down the course name. Yes, completed? Enroll for the course and complete it here. Okay, so we'll start this, how to design any or implement any Boolean equation if the truth table is given. Here you have to design it using multiplexer. Then here y, single output is there, y can be 0, can be 1. Okay, if we are considering 0, if we are considering 0 in y, then these terms are max term. And if 1 is present in your y, that is output, then min terms are present. Okay, means if 1 are there, then that terms are known as min term. And if the truth table is having 0, then these terms are known as max term. Okay, so here we can write down like this: M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 and M7. Then after this truth table, if truth table is given, we have to write down first Boolean equation. Then how will you write down the Boolean equation? Either you can consider the Boolean equation in the form of SOP, or you can write in the form of POS. SOP means sum of the product form, and POS means product of the sum form. While you are writing the Boolean equation in the form of SOP, then you should consider only 1 in your truth table. And if you are writing the equation in POS form, then you should consider 0 present in your Y output column. Okay, here I am going to represent the Boolean equation in the form of SOP. Then just write down the Boolean equation. Y is equal to summation of small m. It indicates the mean terms, and your summation means your expression is in the form of SOP, that is the sum of the product form. Summation of m of, then which mean terms are present here in Y? y is equal to 1, then that particular terms are mean terms. Where y is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 for 1, y is equal to 1 for m2, y is equal to 1 for m5, and y is equal to 1 for 7. So here 1, comma 2, comma 5, and then 7. This is your Boolean equation. Once you have truth table, you can easily write down the Boolean equation in the form of SOP or in the form of POS. If you want to write down the equation in SOP, then just consider y is equal to 1. And if you want to write down the equation in POS form, that is product of sum form, then you should consider y is equal to 0 and write down the specific mean term or max term with respect to SOP or POS form. Okay. After writing this, here if it is mentioned that you have to design this using 4:1 multiplexer, then only you need to write down the design table. And if it is not mentioned in your examination, you can write down, you can use simply 8:1 multiplexer, because this equation is having up to 7 mean terms. That's why it is sufficient. Or the literals are also given. The input variables are also given A, B, C. Then you can design this using 4:1 multiplexer also, or you can design this using 8:1 multiplexer. 8 means the 8 possible combinations to design this. Okay, for that purpose. Then write down or draw the circuit here. Simply, if I am using 8:1 multiplexer, then just draw this block diagram first. 8:1 marks. 8:1 marks has n number of 8 number of inputs and single is the output. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Suppose 7 or simply 0. Okay, and after that one more input is there. Which one more input? Yes, enable is one more input. Working of your multiplexer is always depending upon enable variable, that is enable input variable. If enable variable is 1, then only your multiplexer is enable, means then only your multiplexer give one of the input, okay, or output. Here this is the output. Then which input line will get connected to the output line? It is dependent upon the select line. Okay, so how many select lines are there? Just tell me 3 select lines. Whatever the input present in your KMAP or the truth table, it will be considered as your select line of multiplexer 8:1. Okay, so write down C, B and A. C will be your MSB. Here, suppose ABC, then write down the sequence as it is. A, B, C. Okay. After that, just consider the present terms. Terms present in your equation where y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 means you have to connect this input line to logic 1. Okay. Y is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0 means ground. 1 means logic 1, that is VCC. Okay. Where you have to connect 1 when y is equal to 1 in your truth table. Here y is equal to 1 for 1, 2, 5 and 7. I have written this Boolean equation in the SOP form. Then just consider these 4 terms 1, 2, 5 and 7. So consider here 1, 2, 5 and 7 and connect these all 4 lines to VCC. VCC means what? 1. Means what? Plus 5 pole. You have to connect it to plus 5 pole. It is considered as 1. And what about the remaining terms which are not present in your equation? Because these terms are represents 0 in your truth table. That's why for the remaining terms you have to just connect to ground. To ground. Means what? 0 volt. Ground means 0 volt, that is logic low level. These remaining all the inputs, that is 0, 3, 4, 6. All the remaining variables or the input line should be connected to the ground, that is 0 volt. What about E? E should be connected to VCC always. For the working condition of your multiplexer, you have to connect this E to VCC. and this is your output Y. This output will represent this sequence when you connect or when you arrange these input lines as this block diagram. Understood? Yes? Any doubt? Okay. After this, just complete this, draw this diagram. Let me know once you have completed this. Yes, completed? Okay. So, we'll see which IC you can use for multiplexer. Okay. Here, this is the IC diagram. IC diagram for 74153. Okay. This is the pin diagram of 74153. Is it visible? Yes? Okay, so this is the IC. If you want to use or design such a circuit using IC, that is integrated circuit, then you can use 74153 IC. Okay, 74153 IC has 16 number of pins. Okay, and here name of this IC 74153 IC is having name dual 4:1 multiplexer. Dual means 2, means this single IC covers 2 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, means 4:1 means 4 number of inputs and single is the output. Means the single IC 74153 consists of 2 4:1 multiplexer. Every time you should know what is the name of this IC. 74153 is dual 4:1 multiplexer. It has 2 4:1 multiplexer. Means what? Here this first pin number is 1E complement. Means what? This is the enable pin of first 4:1 multiplexer. Then second pin number is BS, means one of the select line. A and B, these are the two select lines which are common for both multiplexer, that is 4:1 multiplexer. First is again also having select line A and B, and second 4:1 multiplexer is also having select line A and B. Here these two pin numbers are common for both multiplexer 4:1. Okay. Here second pin number is second one select line. Then third pin number is 1C3, 1C2, 1C1 and 1C0. Means these are the 4 number of inputs. 4 inputs of first multiplexer. Okay. These are the inputs of first mux. First 4:1 mux. Okay. Then next one is next pin number, that is the 7th pin number is Y, first Y, means output of first multiplexer. Then 8th pin number is reserved for ground, you have to connect it to 0 volt. Then 9th pin number is 2Y, means what? This is the second, means output of your second 4:1 multiplexer. Then 10, 11, 12 and 13. These 4 pin numbers are used for input of second 4:1 mux. Input of second 4:1 mux. Means pin number 10, 11, 12 and 13 are reserved for second inputs of second 4:1 multiplexer. Then 14th pin number is reserved for AS. AS means what? First select line. Okay, of both multiplexer. Then 15th pin number is 2E complement. Remember, if complement is present, means that variable is active low, means internally NOT gate is connected here. Okay, and 16th pin number is always VCC. Means here 8 and 16 you have to connect it to 0 volt and plus 5 volt respectively. And the remaining pin numbers I have explained you. First pin number and the 15th pin number are enabled. First pin number is enable of first multiplexer and 15th pin number is the enable of your second multiplexer. But remember, the enable is having in the active low or the logic low level. Okay, means what? You have to connect this For the working condition of this IC 74153, you have to connect this first pin to always 0 volt, not plus 5 volt. I am always telling you that for the working condition of any multiplexer, your enable should be 1. Okay, but here in this case, if enable is present in the complemented form, okay, 1E complement, it is present in the complemented form, means you have to connect it to the 0 volt after it connecting to the NOT gate. Okay, means you have to connect it to 0 volt. 0 volt is given to the NOT gate input, then output of the NOT gate will get 1. Understood? Only for that purpose, if your enable is present in the complemented form, you have to connect it to the 0, that is 0 volt. Okay, means ground. Here 1 and 15, both pin numbers you have to connect it to the ground for working condition of this IC 74153. Understood? Or any doubt? Okay. So just draw this pin diagram. 16 pin IC is this 74153. Name of this IC is dual 4:1 multiplexer. It consists 2 4:1 multiplexer. Independent 2 4:1 multiplexer. This IC has 2 separate enable pins. First pin is reserved for first multiplexer and the 15th pin is reserved for the second multiplexer. Okay. So complete this diagram first. Then so we'll see the next concept. Till now we have seen how to design any Boolean equation represented in the SOP form or the POS form using multiplexer. But what about the equation present in the non-standard form? Can you tell me what do you mean by non-standard or non-canonical form? Yes? What is mean by non-canonical or non-standard form? Tell me. Yes? If the given Boolean equation has the terms and all the terms are not having all the literals, then that particular, yes, not present all the terms in each term, yes, all the literals in the each term, then that particular equation, Boolean equation is known as non-canonical or non-standard form. Okay. Here, this is the example of non-standard form or non-canonical Boolean equation. Here, y is the output a, b, c complement plus a complement b, d plus a, c, d complement. Okay, here this equation is having 3 terms, but all the 3 terms are having 3 literals, but total literals are a, b, c, d. 4 literals are there. Suppose we can consider here a, b, c, d complement. Okay, this is your equation. In this equation, 4 terms are there. Total literals are 4, but these 3 terms are not having 4 literals. Okay, means what? This equation is known as non-standard or non-canonical form equation. First of all, you have to convert it into canonical form and then design it using multiplexer. Because your multiplexer consists of the mean terms and the OR gate every time. Okay, means output of your multiplexer is always represents mean terms. Means your equation should be in the form of SOP. For that purpose, first of all, you have to convert it into standard or canonical form. Then only you can design the circle. Okay. Here, how to convert it into canonical form? Yes, can you tell me? Consider first term. You have to find out the missing literal of each term. Okay. Here, suppose A, B, C complement. Means your literal should be in the original form or in the complemented form. Okay. Here A, B, C, three literals are present, but D is missing. D is missing. Then how to convert it? A, B, C complement. Just multiply and with D missing literal and or D complement. Complement of that missing literal. Okay. Means multiply this term with missing literal plus complement of the missing literal. In this way, just take second term. Second term is having A, B and D. Here C is missing. So A complement B, B and multiply it with C plus C complement. Similarly, for the third one term, A, C, D. Here B is missing. So C, A, C, D complement B plus B complement. You have to just find out the missing literal of the term and just multiply that term with missing literal plus complement of the missing literal. Okay, and after that the last term is A, B, C, D complement, means all literals are present. So write down as it is A, B, C, D complement. Okay, and after that your next step is what? You have to use the Boolean algebraic rules. Here you can use distributive law to simplify this. Distributive law is what? Here A into B plus C. How to design or how to use this? A into B plus A into C. Okay? A into C. This is the distributive law. You have to use this law to simplify this expression. A, B, C complement into D. Here A, B, C complement into D. Plus A, B, C complement, D complement. A, B, C complement, D complement. These two terms are representing this first one term. Now, A complement B, C, D complement. Plus A complement B, C complement D. Plus the next one, that is A, B, C, D complement. Plus A, B bar C D complement, and last one term is A B C D complement. Okay. After writing this, you have to write down this simplified expression in the form of mean terms. Okay. Then how to write this form in the mean term? Here 0 1 1 0 1. You can just write down here 1 1 0 1. 0 means complement and original variable is there. Then write down 1. For the second one term, 1 1 0 0. For third one term, 0 1 1 1. For next term, 0 1 0 1. Then 1 1 1 0. 1 0 1 0 and 1 1 1 0. Okay. Then write down the decimal equivalent of all the terms. Here summation of n of, because this equation is present in the form of SOP, sum of the product terms. Okay, that's why you have to write down in the form of SOP. In the form of SOP. Here 1101 means what? 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 12 13. So 13. 1100 8 plus 4 12. 0 1 1 1 means 7. 0 1 0 1 which is equivalent 5. 5 is the equivalent decimal of 0 1 0 1. Then 1 1 1 0 means 14. 1 0 1 0 means 8 plus 2 10. 1 1 1 0 means 14. 14 is already present here. Means here you can consider A plus A is equal to A. You can write down these two terms one time only. So don't write this term. Okay. Means this is the final SOP expression of the given non-standard canonical form. Okay. After getting this, either you can use here take 14 means more than 9 min terms are present. So not 8:1 multiplexer is not sufficient to design this. Okay, either you can use design table to design this. Okay, otherwise you can use 16:1 multiplexer. Here I am going to use 8:1 multiplexer to design this equation. Then how to design this? Just use design table. Create the design table here. Okay, here summation of m of equation has 13, 12, 7, 5, 14 and 10. Okay, 14 and 10. Then you have to use design table. Design table shows the relationship between select line and the input of your variable, input of your multiplexer. Here I am going to use 8:1 multiplexer, means total number of input of my circuit will be 8. So write down sequentially B0, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7. Okay, 0 to 7. Total 8 inputs are there. Then number of input line. Here for 8:1 multiplexer, how many select lines will be there? Yes, tell me. There is one relation, n is equal to 2 raised to m. N is, yes, right. N is equal to 2 raised to m, where n is number of input of your multiplexer and small m, m is equal to number of select lines required for that multiplexer. Here m is the 3. Means to design 8:1 multiplexer, 3 select lines are required. But in this equation, total number of literals are A, B, C, D. So for the connection, LSB bit of your inputs should be considered as the select line of your 8:1 multiplexer. LSB bit means here A, B, C and D. These 3 literals are there. So consider the LSB bit, that is B, C, D. 3-digit LSB bit should be considered as the select line of your multiplexer, that is B, C, D. Okay. Then what about the MSB bit of your select line, that is input variable? For that purpose, you have to write down this design table. So first of all, write down A complement and then A. Okay, and after that, write down all the min terms sequentially: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. After this, just look at this equation. Okay, this equation has all the main terms. So, for the present main terms, you have to circle the terms in your design table. Okay, here 13 is present. So, circle this 13. The next one is 12 is present. Circle 12. 7 is present. So, encircle for 7. Then 5 for 5 also encircle. Then 14 and last one is 10. Okay, after this you have to write down the product term for all the input variables. Here, if both values of this column D0 are not encircled, then what value you have to write here? Yes, if both variables or both values are not encircled, then write down 0. Again, for the second column, both are not encircled, then write down 0. Here, this one, this 10 is encircled. Then just write down the equivalent value of A. Equivalent value of A is A. So write down A here. Here both are not encircled, then write down 0. Here this 12 is encircled, which is present in the value A. So write down here A. Again 5 and 13 both are circled in this column. For D5 both are encircled. So write down 1. Okay. Again here for the second last column 6 and 14. 14 is encircled for A value. So write down here A. And then for the last one, that is D7, only 7 is encircled, 5 is not encircled. So write down value of A will be A complement. A is present in the complemented form for the last bit or last input variable. Okay. After getting these terms for all the input lines of multiplexer, your next task is what? You have to draw the block diagram. The last one task, that is you have to draw the block diagram of 8:1 multiplexer, which shows the values of these D0, D1, D2, D3 up to D7. Okay. So draw this diagram first, that is 8-1 multiplexer, and output should be always 1. Okay, here values are 0, 8 and A complement. Okay, you can simply take one line which is of variable A, okay, and then take another line to get A complement. A complement means output of this NOT gate will be A complement. Now this is suppose D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. Select lines. What about the select lines? Select lines are B, C and D, means LSB bit of your input variable, that is BCD. Then this is the MSB bit of select line of your 16:1 multiplexer. Okay. Then here D0, D1, D3 should be connected to ground. So D0, D1 and D3 connect all these 3 pins to ground. Ground means for 0 volt. Then D2, D4 and D6 should be connected to A. So D2, D4 and D6 should be connected to A. Simply connect here. Okay. Take one line from A and connect it to D2, D4 and D6. And last one, that is D5. D5 should be connected to VCC. So take one line here and connect it to VCC, that is plus 5 volt. And the last one is D7. D7 should be connected to A complement. So take one line here and connect it simply to this A complement. Okay. This is the circuit diagram of 8-1 marks for the given equation, for the given non-standard equation. Understood? Or any doubt? Yes, are you getting this? Okay, so complete this diagram first. Remember, you have to do the registration for the Coursera course. Is completed? Okay, so we'll see the next concept, means if the given Boolean equation is present in the form of POS, then how will you design it using multiplexer? Can you tell me, can anyone? If the given Boolean equation is present in the form of POS, suppose y is equal to pi capital M of 0, 1, 5, 7. This given equation is present in the form of POS. POS means what? This pi indicates, pi symbol indicates the given expression is in the form of POS, and capital M indicates the all present terms are max terms, because max terms are present in only POS form and min terms are present in only SOP form. Okay, so here the given expression is in the form of POS. Then how will you design it using multiplexer? As we all know, multiplexer is consist of number of min terms and OR gate. OR gate present in between min terms. But here the present terms are max term, not the min term. First of all, you have to convert it into min term and then only you can implement it using multiplexer. Okay, so here total number of min terms present, maximum min term is 7. So total number of literals will be 3. Okay, means possible number of input combinations are from 0 to 7. Here total number of input variables can be 3. So y of A, B, C is equal to, if I want to represent the given Boolean equation in the form of SOP, then you can represent it like this. Summation. Summation indicates SOP and pi indicates POS. So summation small m of, write down all the missing variables or all the missing terms, means not present in this equation. Here 0, 1 is present. So write down 2. Then 3 is also not present. 4 is also not present. 5 is present. 5 is max term. So 5 cannot be main term. Okay. Means here 0, 1, 5 and 7. If you are writing truth table of this one, then for these max terms, your output of the truth table will be 0. And for these terms, output of these terms will be 1. Okay. Means for the absent terms, you have to write down absent terms. 4, 5 is present, so write down 6. 7 is the maximum combination of 3 literal truth table. Okay, so complete here. 3, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Means this is the SOP form expression of the given POS form expression. After this, the next task is the same. Either you can use here 8:1 multiplexer, or you can use 4:1 multiplexer. If you want to use 8:1 multiplexer, then no need to use design table. And if you want to use 4:1 multiplexer for this equation, then you can use design table, find out the equation for input variables and then design one. Understood? Yes? Correct? Okay. So you can use this in the form of 8:1 multiplexer. Simple design it using 8:1 multiplexer. So draw this diagram, that is 8:1 multiplexer. D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. Inputs are A, B, C. That is the select line. Then for the present terms, connect all input lines to VCC, and for the absent terms, you have to connect it to ground. Here means these terms represents Y output is equal to 1, and these term represents Y output is equal to 0. 0 means ground, 1 means VCC. Understood? Here 2, 3, 4 and 6. So take one line from 2, take another line from 3, next line from 4 and for 6. Connect it to VCC, means plus 5 volt. And for the remaining places, you have to connect it to ground. Connect it to ground, that is 0 volt. And Y output is there. This is the block diagram or the circuit diagram for the given equation, which is present in the form of POS. If the given equation is in the form of POS, then first of all you have to convert it into SOP, then only you can design it using multiplexer. Understood? Okay. Suppose the next concept is what? If the given Boolean equation has don't care condition, then how will you design it? Suppose consider the same example. Okay, consider the same example plus don't care. How can you represent don't care conditions? Yes, simple small d, comma, suppose 0, 1. Means this equation is in the form of SOP. Here summation indicates the example is in the form of SOP, and here D indicates the don't care condition. Means we can consider it as 1 or 0 as per our convenience. Okay. To make a group of number of ones, we can consider it as 1. And if you want to design or solve for POS expression, then we can consider it as 0. Here don't care condition can be represented by cross. Okay. So here mean terms are present. In this case, these don't care conditions are also considered as mean terms. Means it is also equal to 1. So simply here for 0 and 1, remaining part will be as it is. Only for 0 and 1, you have to connect it to VCC. Means for 0 and for 1, Means the main terms, which line you have to connect it to VCC? 2, 3, 4, 6, 0 and 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. And what about the last one? That is D5. Only D5 and D7 you have to connect it to ground. Remaining thing should be as it is. Okay. Only consider the don't care condition as the main term itself and consider it and connect it to the VCC. पता है? Okay. So complete this one. If Boolean equation has don't care condition, then how will you design it? Just consider the don't care condition as main terms and simply connect this don't care condition to VCC as the remaining main terms present in your equation. Consider the example and complete this example before coming to the next lecture. Y is equal to summation of M of, not summation. You can consider here pi. Pi capital M of 0, 2, 4, 7, 12 and 12. Design this Boolean function using 8:1 multiplexer. You have to use 8:1 mux to design this. Can you able to design this? Yes. If I want to use don't care condition, so multiplication because the terms are present max term, that is POS form, that is product of sum. So you have to consider here don't care condition D of 1, 3. Consider this expression and design this expression using 8:1 multiplexer. What about screencast method? Yes. Is there any problem? Okay, sir. Now is it visible, sir? Yes, all of you getting this? Complete this example. Okay, so we will stop here. We will take the next example or the next concept in the next lecture. Just write down this example.